Hugh Hefner, a true American icon, created an empire that was unrivaled.
Although some of his bunnies may have gone rogue, it's because of the love and respect that we received from the man behind it all.
The Rogue Bunnies mission is simple. 100 Playmates taking control of their valuable IP while honoring Hef's iconic Playboy style and bringing that experience to our collectors.
Like only we know how, because after all, we did learn from the best.
Relive the stories from the most prominent celebrity home in history.
From those of us that lived it,
The employees that worked it,
and the guests who loved it.
and
The
Mayhem continues.
Welcome to Rogue Bunnies Mayhem. I'm one portion. I'm one tiny, oh, that, God.
I feel much better now.
Oh my God. Hello, welcome to Rogue Bunnies Mayhem. I'm Jennifer Pershing.
And I'm Scott Ramsey.
And I'm still Brian Olea. And we are here with the lovely Carly Lauren. October
2013.
Yes, that is me.
It's been so long. Oh my God. I feel like we're having a reunion. This is so much fun.
We just met for the first time today in person.
What?
Yes.
Something just went jumping off the table.
Yes. Things are moving by themselves. I didn't know until we started to AMA the new girls that Carly actually inherited my bunny suit.
What?
I did. Yeah.
This is like this is very
This is
special.
a moment.
This is a very
This is
special.
a very moment. Like you both shared the same outfit?
Yes.
Okay, for the listener, they're going, what are you guys talking about? We're
Yeah.
talking about the bunny suit, okay? The iconic bunny suit that actually, it was Keith Hefner that helped design and come up with when they did the bunny clubs.
Yep.
And it just became a staple. I mean, there's all these ways of how you conduct yourselves.
Yeah.
There's the, what is it?
The bunny dip. Yes.
Do you ladies still remember how to do the bunny dip?
I do remember
You do?
because I had to do it in a commercial in my bunny suit, and I had to do it to audition for the commercial. It was like a thing.
Wow.
It was
That's
a thing.
cool.
And I'm from Atlantic City, so there was a bunny club in Atlantic City, which my cousin used to work at. So I have like bunny chips.
Oh my God.
From,
That's really cool.
Yeah. Like way back.
Well, we're definitely going to get at some collector's items. Scott brought some cool stuff, right? But getting back to the uniform.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was fun.
Everyone goes, wow, that bunny outfit.
Iconic.
Do you know what it was like to wear that? I mean,
I know what it was like to take it off at the end of the night. And you just you would unfold,
it fit you exactly, right? That was it.
I mean, tighter than that.
You hold it in,
Yeah.
you suck in, and then there was 3 people who would just
The rule was if you could zip it yourself, it wasn't tight enough.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I did a job in Fargo, North Dakota.
Fargo.
I like how you remember it specifically. It must have been.
Listen,
Unlock that memory.
Listen, so I had this story. So I had to work a Halloween party in my bunny suit. It was for a Playboy energy drink. I remember this. Fargo's one of my favorite movies.
I love this. It's great.
The wood chipper, the whole thing, right?
Okay.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to Fargo. Sign me up. It was crazy. But then I was like, no one could unzip me because there was
I
nobody.
was going to ask that. Have you ever been stuck in the outfit?
I was stuck in the outfit. I almost was like, should I just sleep in this? But I couldn't breathe.
I
Well, like, just
I
fly
would have
back to-
sacrificed that outfit.
I would have just
Yeah, I was going to
It
say,
was coming
Carly,
off
what
in
would
the-
you do?
in the
Because you know what it
elevators,
feels
was
like.
coming off. If I was working with another girl, it was off.
Like,
If we were
take
running
this
to our
off,
rooms, barely
but
holding it up.
But it's like your body didn't know how to handle being in it. So when
I mean,
you
we're not meant to be in
unzipped it-
corsets like
No. So
Our
you
generation,
would
no.
unzip it and your body would just... It was literally. It's like...
Was that the proper sound effect?
It's like if you were like a loaf of bread in an oven. You just expand.
Yeah.
And you're like, I didn't know I could be that big.
yeah,
That's what happened.
all of
Your
that.
body-
Yes. You
there's no
you can't
way
describe
that
it.
is my body.
So how would you guys how would you snack or eat or have a even like a drink of water in that thing?
No.
You wouldn't. Or Ava Fabian, who's sitting right over there, would be just like,
So-
oh, look, she put a runner in her stockings again. Like,
So I got a funny story. You know, it's funny that we're talking about this bunny outfit, right? Because there's a certain woman that we adore and love to death, known as Bunny Mom.
Lacey.
I was
Pat
about
Lacey.
to mention her.
And Pat Lacey, she and I are sitting there by the pool, you know, Scott, right by the grotto area. That was always a landing where you knew that you're overseeing she could watch all of you girls. Because she was technically, she really was. She was the bunny mom.
was.
And still is forever, right? And
No one will ever take that place.
Never.
Nope.
God, I miss her. We got to get her all together. We got to
Yeah,
get
I'd love that.
So me and Pat are talking, and I'm like, Pat, have you gotten yourself into social media? Oh, no, I don't do any of that stuff. Well, you should really do it. It's kind of neat. You know what I mean? I go, I didn't want to do it at all. But after having the Playboy radio show, Mansion Mayhem, I was told you need to do this. And once you start doing this, you go, you know, it is kind of fun. It's kind of cool. You're relating with your fans and you're being able to share things and you're seeing people that you look up to and admire and you're watching them. I go, look, Pat, this is cool.
Yeah.
So we decided to put together, you know, something for Pat. And we're like, you know, I think it's Bunny Mom. It was at Bunny Mom, right?
Yes.
And so we're sitting there with Pat and I'm going, look, this is cool. Now you can like people, right? Look, here's Jen Pershing. Look, boom. And she goes, oh, this is cool. Yeah, and you can follow what she's doing. And at the time, I mean, although it was funny, I felt like, oh, man, I just fucking called her out. Because, she goes, wait a minute. She just posted that she's eating tater tots. Wait a minute. That's happening right now? Oh, shit. So Pat ran into the butler's pantry. Do you remember this?
I'm sure I do. Yeah.
I remember that. She goes, so I can watch all my girls on this. And I thought, oh, what did I do?
Yeah. I got a lot of constructive criticism. But you live a rock star life. You have to just kind of like roll with the punches. So I'm like, listen, if the thing still zips in the back, we're good. If it doesn't zip in the back, then we know we've got a problem.
Oh, yeah. One of the Super Bowls I worked, 2 of the girls were in the Jack Daniels suits.
Yep.
And I think it was Pam Horton. That might have been the
Pamela
one that
Horton.
it wouldn't zip. The zipper was
it
broken.
wouldn't zip.
Not
Oh.
that it wasn't fitting her. The zipper broke. Like physically
Oh,
broke.
no.
Couldn't zip it up. She had to take all the promo pictures. You know, Super Bowl. You can't like redo that party. There's sponsors. It's a whole deal. So it was the important suit too, and it just broke on her, and they had to pin it up and put a coat on her so you couldn't see it.
Well, it's funny that you guys are talking about Super Bowl because we got Super Bowl weekend coming right up.
Yep.
I know by the time people
Go
hear this
Eagles.
podcast, yes, we'll find out who is the Super Bowl king. But we are leading up to it. We're going to talk more about that. We've had a lot of fun parties up at the mansion. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back because my drink got down to Nero.
I mean, me too.
Did I just say Nero?
Nero or
Yes.
Nero?
I need another cocktail. We'll be right back. You're listening to Road Bunnies Mayhem.
Hey listeners, Victoria Fuller here, entrepreneur, artist, and of course forever Miss January 1996. If you're like me and many others, I'm missing the fun-filled days of a magical world built by a true innovator. I think you know who I'm talking about. Well, you're in for a treat because my bunny sisters and I have joined forces, or should I say, have gone rogue, to revamp the heydays while exploring the future. Yes, I'm talking about the metaverse. So come join me and our sorority of the sexiest ladies on the planet. I promise you won't be disappointed. To join the party, find us at roguebunnies.com. That's ROGUEBUNNIES.com. Connecting collectors to the most beautiful women on the blockchain.
Welcome to the metaverse.
Hi, my name is Peggy McIntyre, January 1990, and you are listening to Rogue Bunnies Mayhem.
Hello, Carly Lauren here.
So we're talking about Super Bowl coming up. Is there a team that you're rooting for?
What's football?
Oh, wow.
No.
You and I are on the same team.
Oh, no.
I do know that the brothers are playing each other.
Yes.
That's all I know.
Yeah.
That's all I've seen in the
So
news.
we're going to hand this over to Jen.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I don't know how to say their last name.
Kelce.
Kelce.
Yep.
So both brothers, opposing teams. The mom wins either way.
Yeah, she's happy.
I don't know how Thanksgiving will be next year.
Oh, right?
Hi, both of my kids are NFL stars.
Made it to Super Bowl.
And they're both playing each other in the Super Bowl. So one of them gets a really good gift next year. The other one probably doesn't.
But it's really cool, right? I mean, she does get to claim, look at my sons did it. My sons
and
made it.
both of her kids make a shit ton of money.
So as we're looking at Carly on our coffee table here,
I mean, someone's going to take care of me till,
Carly is looking stunning on our coffee table. Scott brought this great book. I mean, you have Playmates all the way back from what?
Well, this is every centerfold from 1953, Marilyn Monroe, to 2016.
Carly, you don't have your hair like this anymore. It's got this really blonde, big perm going.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know, but Brandy Roderick, who is here, have you seen her centerfold?
I'm sure I have, but I can't picture it off the top of my head.
You guys are wearing the same hair.
Really?
She did more of a fairy tale layout.
Yeah.
See if you can find.
She was,
Brandy
90?
Roderick's got to be in there.
Brandy's centerfold for April of 2000.
Oh, 2000.
So talking about the mom that's getting excited for her kids, right? And they're both like, "Wow, look at my boys made it." And you're lucky if you get one child to actually get their dream to happen, especially in the NFL. Are you kidding me? What are the odds, right? It's the same for being a playmate. There are 12 girls, and out of those 12, one is going to be PMOY, and that's it. We do have other, models. Yes, there's different other categories into international magazines. But what was it like for you, Lauren? Like, you made it. Right, you got the call. It's like
looks like a fairy.
You're Miss October.
Yeah.
Did your parents already know that you were going for this? And how did you reveal it to them?
That's a great question.
Seriously,
I love that question. I love that question.
Yeah, I mean, I'd modeled a little bit before, and everything I had done prior to that was, you should be a playmate. And you don't ever imagine that happening to you, but. My mom was always pushing for it. She thought it was really cool, and my dad was, about it, but also proud, I think. I think he was also proud.
Well, he probably told all his boys they have to cancel their subscriptions right after.
Yeah. but she came about in the time of the Instagram. So you were the playmate that gained all the followers because Instagram and Twitter became such a big thing.
That was a game changer.
That all of a sudden, you had 1 million followers, and you did that commercial, which probably really helped, boosted everything.
What commercial was this?
Just Carl's Jr. eating a big old burger.
I mean,
it just kind of drips all over the place.
Right? Yeah. That was definitely a different era too. Carl's Jr. doesn't do the sexy girl commercials anymore, but I'm glad I was a part of that. But yeah, I owe it all to Instagram for sure.
Yeah.
When Instagram started, I made an account, and I was one of the first few, I think, on the app, and that's how I became a playmate. Found on Instagram, and same with the commercial.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Jen, I don't know if we've ever talked about this.
What?
Like for you.
What?
Did your parents know that you had tried out?
So no. Okay. So
something tells me we must have talked about this on Magic Mayhem, but I'm really not remembering this.
No. So I wanted to be a playmate badly, right? So I watched a movie called The Secret. I don't know if you've ever seen The Secret, or of
It's a secret.
Manifesting, really the universe, all that stuff. So I was a very big Steel Panther fan. Would go.
Still are.
I mean, every time I can physically go, I'm there. But I decided I want to be a playmate. I was a Playboy fan in the times of you were 18, you go to the tanning salon, you put the Playboy bunny sticker on
Did you ever do that, Carly?
I think I did.
Did you? You get the tanning?
That was the
I don't know if they
thing to
ever
do.
provided the Playboy bunny, but the heart I remember.
And then when
I always wanted to do it. How about you, Scott?
You're just speechless.
No. So then, I had I got my belly button pierced. I had the Playboy bunny, belly button. I was 18. I didn't do Playboy till I was 28. Right?
28?
Oh.
I was 28 when I shot my centerfold.
I did not know that.
So I watched The Secret, and it was this thing where you manifest your destiny. Great. Only thing I really want to do, I want to be a playmate. So every morning I would look in the mirror and I said, I'm going to be in Playboy. I'm going to be in Playboy. I'm going to be in Playboy. So then every week, Steel Panther, I'd get up and flash.
And so for everyone that's listening, what do you keep mentioning this Steel Panther?
Yeah,
so
what is-
Steel
what is
Panther was it still is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Metal School, and then they became Steel Panther.
Yes.
They used to play at the Key Club.
The Key Club.
I
and
loved the Key
they
Club.
were
And then they went to the
they
House
are
of
a
Blues,
band
yeah.
that was like revamping all of 80s rock.
Motley Crue, Bon Jovi,
Def
Guns
Leppard,
N' Roses.
Journey.
Like, I am an 80s girl. I was born in 1980. 80s metal is my thing. That was the week.
Carly, did you ever go to any of these? Because I feel bad that we didn't invite. I am so sorry because literally
But by the time she was
so many
in-
butlers and
Oh
mansion
my
staff
gosh.
went to
No,
these.
I didn't-
It was Monday nights in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And there's that big rule about the no fraternization thing. Well, we didn't give a shit about that on Mondays.
I knew
and
everybody
all of
bef-
us were there.
But
Everybody
I knew
was partying.
everybody
it was fun.
before I was in because then I would be flashing, and then
We thank you for that.
I met Matt Chin
Yes.
because he was friends with the drummer.
And Matt worked in the kitchen.
And he worked in the kitchen. And he goes, listen, so now I've been manifesting. I'm going to be in Playboy. I want to be in Playboy. I want to be a playmate. I subscribed. I looked every month. I'm like, what do I need to do this? He walks up to me after in the parking lot and he goes, listen, you flash every week. Clearly you are very comfortable with your body. Would you ever pose for Playboy? Like, you have to be kidding me because this is what I've wanted to do for X amount of years. And now I want to do it so bad. So he handed me the card. And I'm like, okay, I'm very drunk right now. It's like 2 a.m. I've been drinking whatever I was drinking at the time. I'm like, let's revisit this next week. So the next week I brought pictures back. He then took to the mansion, gave to Holly. And then next week I got a handwritten note on the HMH notepad.
Notepads. We're going to lead up to this because we still want to ask.
Yeah.
What was the reaction from the parents? We'll be right back. You're listening to Rogue Bunnies Mayhem.
Hi, I'm Victoria Fuller, entrepreneur, artist, and of course forever, Miss January 1996. My bunny sisters and I have joined forces, or should I say, have gone rogue, to revamp the heydays while exploring the future. Yes, I'm talking about the metaverse. So come join me and our sorority of the sexiest ladies on the planet. I promise you won't be disappointed. To join the party, find us at roguebunnies.com. That's ROGUEBUNNIES. Roguebunnies.com. You want a scorching hot NFT? Roguebunnies.com.
Welcome to the metaverse.
And the mayhem continues.
You know, Super Bowl's around the corner. There's a mom out there that is watching both of her boys make their dream. And both of you had a dream. And you did it. We got to live it. Continue.
Okay, so I end up testing, obviously getting it, because I'm sitting here with you. So I didn't say a thing to my parents until...
You didn't tell them at all.
I didn't, because the whole thing with The Secret is putting the positivity out there, and I didn't.
And it's a secret.
And it's a... the secret's the secret.
See, I got it already.
But you don't want to put any negative energy into something that you really want because then it works against
But
you.
now you're a playmate.
Yes.
And did you tell them? Or all of a sudden there's a like, hey, Bill. I mean, I don't know what your dad's name. What's your dad's name?
So, my dad's name is Rich.
Okay. Yo, Rich. Man, you got to check out the new hottie for the new freaking month
here's the
of Playboy.
yeah.
Can you imagine?
What? I just got the new issue. I'm bringing it
I
over.
would never do that. I would never.
I don't know
Is your
why I
fa-
did
is your
that
father
voice.
a hillbilly?
I would never do
No
that.
idea why I did that.
Jennifer, is your father like an old-timey prospector?
Like, does he have a
I have
big
no
axe?
idea
Like,
where it
his
went.
name-
All right, here we go.
like Yukon Cornelius? Like,
Another round of champagne. Okay.
no. So I waited until I was testing. So I did the Polaroids and then I got called back. And then I had to tell my mom but in a way that it would be like, this is proceeding. So it wasn't like, don't put negative energy on it. It's, this is what's happening. Be happy for me.
Mom, it's already done. It's happening.
It's already done.
This.
So I told her, I was like, listen, I tested for something. This takes a turn. So I was like, tested for something and I got it, right? So then I proceeded with, I tested for Playmate. I'm going to be in Playboy. They're going to test me for Centerfold. This is a thing. So then, like, a week later, I got a call from my dad, and he was like, listen, I knew you were going to do something big. At some point, I'm in your corner. This is cool.
See, that's cool. That's
it's cool. But, so then my mom told my family, but the way she said it was, Jen got tested, and it was positive, and everyone thought that I had some weird fucking disease. Because they're all freaking out. Like, she was tested for what? She has what? And
she
was
tested
like, no,
positive for hotness.
No, like, she's going to be in Playboy. And they're like, oh, Jesus, I thought she was dying. Like, oh, she did, like, got tested for something and then it was positive. And they're just all, like, on bated breath. Like, what could this possibly be? No, she's going to be a Playboy. Well, great. We have a famous person in our family, but like everyone was like, she's dying.
How big was the town you grew up in?
Not big.
I mean, obviously it's not L.A., so.
No, it's not. And they did like a whole, like, who was the most famous person from every high school. And I was like the most famous person from the high school. But Atlantic City, which is 20 minutes from us, the most famous person was the guy who played the dad on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He was. And you know what I loved was the house that they used for the opening credits was the house next door to the Bunny house. So it was kind of like full circle.
Kind of full
the
circle.
Opening credits of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was the house next door to the Bunny house. And he was the most like famous person from Atlantic City High School.
So Lauren, for you, right? How big was the town you grew up in? Because I'm born and raised in L.A.
Yeah.
So for me, this is just normal, right?
Yeah.
Big city. I mean, I was in the outskirts in Hacienda Heights, 20 minutes from L.A., you know, or 20 miles or whatever it is. And long story short, it just seems normal. When I started traveling around the States and start realizing, wow, these really are small towns. What was it like for you?
I'm from Fresno area, so.
Okay.
I mean, it's pretty big, I guess, in terms of how a town can be, but the area I'm from specifically is rural, so very small town, mountain.
So like everybody knows everybody?
Where I'm from, yes, but
so your issue comes out.
Yeah.
And how was that?
I don't know. I knew a lot of people.
Did like all of a sudden you feel like everyone's staring, going, "Oh my God, that's Carly."
And by
that's
the
Carly.
way, like
that's Carly.
her
Yeah,
pictures
I had people follow me and stores.
Hell yeah,
weird stuff
Like,
happened. Yeah, very strange.
Your pictures are amazing.
Oh, thank
You know,
you.
this is funny for me, right? Okay, I'm going to be honest, right?
Yeah.
I have had so many friendships, and female friendships are different from guys, right?
Yes.
We can get upset with each other, and then next thing you know, we duke it out and want to go grab a beer. We're cool. Women can be a lot more catty.
Yep. They sure can.
With longer memories.
No, but
yeah, you don't forget anything.
But within the Playboy Bunny family, there's such a support.
It's amazing.
It's a trip. Like, and I've talked to a lot of playmates, and they're like, "Wow, everyone has each other's back."
And I'm such a fan. Like, she walked. I was sitting at the bar and the Daily Grill downstairs, having like a glass of wine. She walked in, and I just knew it was her because obviously I've been looking at her pictures forever. But there's just the camaraderie of knowing that that's a playmate too,
and that's your sister. You're part of a sorority for life.
We didn't know each other in person. But
I know. I was like, does she recognize me?
I'm like, hi, bring your babies to me.
No
I wanna
makeup.
talk to
Yeah,
them.
right. Bring your babies to me.
your
Hi
babies,
there.
I wanna hold
I'm married and I have babies now.
Like,
So what's it like for you, Carly, coming here, seeing all your Playmate sisters? I mean, the mansion, it's been gone since 2017. The boss passed.
So sad.
It closed down. There hasn't really been a gathering within the company anymore other than our own, thanks to Kia Wells. We love her. She puts together the reunion that we do at the park down the street. But there used to be a constant gathering, and you girls lived together. Some lived at the bunny houses, and now it kind of went away. Everyone went their little path.
And
you know
when
what I mean?
people would come to town, they'd go, "I'm coming to town this week. Everyone go to the mansion. We'll all meet up."
Yeah.
And that just stopped.
So now we have this.
Yeah.
I mean, thank you.
It is.
Thank you to Jen. Thank you, to Victoria.
Yeah.
I mean, Rogue Bunnies, I think, is the way to go.
There's
that we
nothing
can
else in the
revamp
company
it.
like
Right.
it happening anymore.
Right?
Yeah.
What does your husband think about the whole, your past Playboy scenes? I mean, he came up to the mansion. I mean, my God, I've met him. I've known him so much. Yeah,
he
I've
submitted
known him
my pictures.
He's so cool.
So,
Yeah, he's so cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
He took my first, the nudes that you have to send in when they first ask.
Fantastic. That's so great.
Yeah, so he's 100%, 120% supportive, and he always loved coming to the mansion. I'm shy, so I don't know. I came when I tested. I came into the mansion probably like once or twice. I was so nervous. The security showed me around, and they were like, "Don't be shy. Call the kitchen, order whatever you want." And I didn't. I was terrified, terrified.
They
to
had
even leave
tater
my
tots,
room.
I'll tell you that.
I was terrified because I'm just shy, Like that was out of my element. But as I went, I only got 4 years going to the mansion. By the time
that was more than me, though. Honestly,
what?
But I was there a lot.
A lot
in the 4 years. Yeah,
because I started going up in 2008 when I was testing and shooting. My issue was 2009. And I moved to New Jersey 2011. So I fit so much to 2.5 years.
I think that's typical too.
It's crazy, but some girls were in the 90s and they just rode it like a wave, and I'm like, this is so amazing for you.
See, I like it from my point of view, staff obviously, but 2 decades to watch all of you ladies come in and out.
Yeah.
And you got, like you say, 2 years, 3 years.
Yep.
And that's an iconic part of your life that's going to last with you forever.
Forever.
Forever. And most people never get those dreams.
I don't have memories like that of my entire life more than every time I drove up, I would say my name at that rock. And at some point, they knew who I was when I just drove up, but they just needed me to say it.
Crazy, right?
Logistics.
It's
right?
fun. They know you.
They were like, "We know it's you. Just say your name." And I'm like, "It's me." Just to drive up there the first time to the last time I drove up there. It'll never happen again, but it's in my brain.
You're having people come up to your tables here.
Yeah.
For what people are wondering, what's the Hollywood show, right? All these actors that have been in movies, and all you ladies, right? You guys are famous. What's it like for someone that comes up to the table? Hey, can you sign this?
I mean, every time, it's like, you want me to sign something for you? Still is.
Yep.
And then they want to chat, and it's like, you get to know them, and they're all so nice and normal and cool, and it's like, I'm normal too. They have you on a pedestal because you're a playmate, but you're like, no, I'm a normal person.
I don't have the same
I feel like that's
experience.
I'm afraid, Jen. Go ahead.
No, I've had great experiences today, man.
No, it's fine though, because I've had a very long and happy career with my centerfold and all of the things that came with it. So when you're
Carly, what are you drinking there?
IPA.
Nice.
There was a bag of those on my chair, and they were I was like, "Oh,
That's
look at all
where I
these
got
sodas."
I was all,
And
what's
they're
that?
like, "Those aren't sodas.
Carly,
those are adult
I'm
sodas."
I'm just honest.
And
Carly,
I'm
I
like-
wanted you to come on, and I'm like, but what if I
What
say
is that?
something wrong?
Is that new?
We do whatever that's yours.
Oh.
You said if it ever got low, yes, we just refilled Jen's drink.
She's salivating over this glass of wine sitting in front of us,
a
and
new glass with bubbles,
it's hers.
and that's mine.
Okay,
Hi.
so we're
Cheers.
gonna be wrapping up, and we can definitely. I mean, this show could go on for hours, and
Can we
this
make it?
is this. People ask, what is Rogue Bunnies Mayhem? I'm gonna tell you the premise of the whole show, and we've all sit around, we've had meetings and talks.
Yep.
This is our life. This literally is our life.
lived this.
This is what we do, but this
Yep.
is us hanging out, having dinner. This
Yep.
is us having drinks. This is exactly how we talk. We what was it like for
Yeah.
you? What was it like for you? And we talk about our story. So what are you up to now? What are you? And that's it. So I hope everyone that's listening is enjoying this, because this is what we want to bring you. We want to bring you the real of what it was like to be part of an iconic dream, but we're not done.
We're not done.
We're not done.
We
Lots
are
more.
very
Rogue
much
Bunnies. It's going
Just
forward.
getting started.
But you know
Thank you,
what?
Carly.
It's
Just
just,
the
getting
beginning.
started, but at the same time, it's really realizing where we came from and who
Absolutely.
we have to thank for this, and that is Hef. And
Toast to Hef.
Right on.
Toast to Hef right there.
We
Toast to Hef.
are girls
We owe
who
him.
were handpicked by Hef, and he took the time to look at our photos, and we were one of 12 of every year, and that is such an accomplishment.
Such an honor.
It's an honor. It's a privilege. And I don't think anyone here at this Hollywood show would ever say different than we are so thankful for the opportunities we were given to be a part of this family, which it is. And everyone that we've met along the way has become family. And that is 100% it.
Carly's over there ready to tear up.
I am.
It's no
I get emotional when I drink. Okay.
But it's no matter who you meet, whether you've never met them before, and they're I haven't met Brandy Brandt in person yet. She's 2 tables from me, but because of Rogue Bunnies, we talk all the time.
That's cool.
And I need to go hug her, but she's been so inundated with like all the people wanting to
You guys
like
got a
get
lot
her,
of fans here, man.
right? But I've never met her, but she's my sister because she's
Yeah.
a playmate too. And no matter who they are, we are all family, and it's because of Hef.
Yeah.
This is how we feel, and we're the ones who lived it.
And that's what we're doing. We're pushing forward the positive.
Yes.
You ladies know you're always protected. I mean, look, we got Kim Garrett, security.
Oh my God.
You know, he works
He's
at the
amazing.
mansion.
Yep.
He's here. You know that I'm always here. I'm
Yep.
the big brother. People ask me all the time, so what's the relationship like with the playmates? I go, those are like my sisters.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I go, and I got their back. And when people go, no, come on, man, tell me, man, how many playmates you fucked? I'm like, 0. I'm going to tell you the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I would never cross that line because when you get to know these ladies,
Yeah.
you get to know them, and genuinely we have friendships. And I'm hoping that we can start showing that to other people and with Rogue Bunnies to let people know, look, we're breaking the 4th wall. We're going out there, and parties are coming back.
They're coming back.
So I'm gonna wrap this segment up, right? I know we could go on for hours. I keep saying that. It's true. And my drink's getting low. So, Carly, if you could bring one party back, not saying we don't want to copy what the mansion did. Hef was a genius. He had the most unique parties ever. Everyone tries to copy Playboy, right?
You're talking
Or
about
Hef.
can't beat that.
Midsummer Dream.
Right,
You're
Midsummer
talking about
Dream, yeah,
Halloween.
So, like, my
Yep.
favorite-
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if there was probably the favorite that you loved, and then what would you want to do for us? Like, what would be the spin? What didn't happen in the mansion? I know it's a big question,
That's
but
such a great
do you know what I'm
question.
saying,
It's
though?
great. And my first thought was Midsummer's. But then I was like, wait, 4th of July. 4th of July is like the family barbecue feel.
Uh-huh.
And my birthday's the 3rd.
Yes.
So 4th of July always feels like kind of a birthday party for me too.
And we got
it was
barbecue.
The best. Yeah. Like it feels like the family getting together.
Drinking fireworks
the
and
slide.
barbecue.
Oh my gosh. It was like, that was like, 4th of July.
In the water
My
slide?
Right on.
favorite.
Did you go down the water slide?
The slip and slide on the.
Yes.
So one of my,
So
one of
they
my
would,
Instagram
you
videos-
guys would hide the baby oil from the tanning bedroom for like the whole week before.
Oh, yeah.
Because everyone.
Because we didn't want you to get hurt. There were people.
Oh my God,
so Scott,
everyone would, like, oil up.
they started getting the freaking baby oiling up, and they're shooting down this
They're
freaking
getting
all down
airborne.
the side lawn.
Yep.
Right. And they're going,
my
dude,
gosh.
you guys are gonna fly off into the driveway.
Yeah.
Right past that
Bad.
garden, that that little garden area.
Yeah.
Is the driveway.
Yep.
one
So
of
the
my
baby
one of my
oil
most
would get
popular
missed. Yeah.
Instagram videos. So this was probably 2014, maybe. Was me racing. It might have been Raquel.
Probably.
Down. The 2 sides, and at the bottom, I like my feet go and hit the backboard, and I do a full flip.
Oh, Jesus.
And I'm, in like a thong bikini, and it's so attractive. But yeah, it's a good memory, and luckily I didn't get hurt, but I know people have.
Okay, we're gonna bring that back. Jen, what do you want to bring back?
I was always a fan of Easter.
events. See, I love that you both picked the family events.
Easter was so
Yep.
good.
It's
You know
the
what I mean?
family events. Yeah.
Scott brought up Midsummer Night Dream. He brought up
But
October.
you know what?
But no, you're talking about the family
I would not
family
bring
events.
my kids to Midsummer's. I would bring my kids to Easter.
See, okay, now that
And
you mentioned
I want
Easter.
my
Yeah,
kids
right?
to
Easter and
meet-
4th.
I
my
mean, you
favorite.
bring your children. You can bring them, and
I brought my
all
mom
the
to
animals.
Easter one time, and it
Petting
happened to
zoo.
be
The
her
petting
birthday.
zoo, yes.
Easter egg hunts.
3,000 hand-painted
Yes.
eggs.
Insane.
And
Which
then-
I
Which,
still
by the
have.
way, can you imagine what it would cost to paint those eggs today?
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
But seriously, like, you know, it's sad for me because my kids will never experience going to the mansion, meeting Hef, meeting the people that I knew there. It's like Alice in Wonderland. It's like this mirror vision of what my life was like on this side and what my life is like on this side. And it's amazing. And I know amazing people here. But there's never going to be that moment where my kids can go to the mansion and pet animals and meet Pamela Anderson at the same time.
I know, right?
In the middle
You know
of
what I
Los
mean?
Angeles. Yeah.
And they might not know at 6 and 7 and 8 what that means, but they'll
But
know
to show
when
them
they're
one day,
20.
you know? Yeah.
That
I
one
see- I
day
get
they were at a petting zoo, but at the same time they took a picture with Pamela. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's
It's
just that.
iconic.
There will never be that again. And it could happen in like Holmby Hills Park, like wherever they do the reunion, but it will never be,
It'll never be exactly what it was.
the mansion.
Right, I
That
know.
makes me so sad.
I know.
But like happy, like we get to be a part of that.
We were a part of
See,
that.
and that's what we have to do. We have to take that and remind ourselves we got to be part of something that the world
Yeah.
can't even imagine or dreamed of.
Yeah. They know who Hef is.
Holy
And
crap.
because I have
Holy
my
crap.
pictures.
Yeah.
I mean, thank you for bringing up the family events.
Yes.
Because that's more
But
what
that's
the Playboy
what it
Mansion was
was.
about.
Yeah,
It was a way.
Being a part
yes.
of that
the
family
in,
meant
that's the
you were
feeling.
able to go to events like that. And that's when you saw Hef in his raw state. You saw him, he would go play like backgammon or whatever it was over in his table. But it was, I'm bringing you to the mansion because you're my family and you were accepted
Yeah.
to come up here and I'm going to go introduce you to Hef.
And everyone walked out with a basket.
I love hearing your perspective on those parties too, because we just showed up for.
Oh no!
The
After
show,
after
and
after
you guys-
Easter was done,
I love
after
that.
Easter was done, we packed it all up, and then I'm running down to my family. You know, I lived up
Yeah.
by La Brea Tar Pits, and next thing you know, I'm meeting with my family with the same bunny outfit, running to the La Brea Tar Pits, and now we're sharing that with the kids there.
Yeah.
That's great.
And I think we all got that little part of Hef in us that is always a child,
There was
that always
never,
lives in a fantasy
Yes.
land,
Yep.
but wants to give back.
there was never an event up there that wasn't fantastic. Even
Nope.
if it
Yeah,
was
I agree.
decorating gingerbread houses
Right.
because it was Christmas. We walked into that room and all the gingerbread houses were there and there were snowflakes hanging from the ceiling and it was snow on the table.
You're
and
welcome.
It was, no, but I know that it was you.
We had fun.
No, but I know that it was you, and it was just.
So let's continue it.
Like it was.
Let's
so
make it continue.
special.
Let's continue it. And I want to bring all of our fans into this.
Yes.
And we
And
need to
let's
have
tell them
cardboard cut
because
out there
if we
because-
can do this, and we're teaching people again, especially in a world today that doesn't understand what family is, we can show them what family is about. Carly, how does everybody follow you?
Miss Carly Lauren.
Yep.
Miss Carly Lauren, that's across the board. Instagram,
Yep.
Twitter, the works.
Yep.
And again, Jen.
Miss March 2009, and don't forget to follow us at
Bunnies?
the Rogue Bunnies
Yes.
on Instagram and Twitter. Yep.
Scott.
I'm stifling a sneeze here.
You were crying, bro.
He's so.
You were getting emotional.
Emotional about everything we were talking about. He
It's
is
okay,
crying.
bro. I get emotional too, man. How does everybody follow you, bro?
You can find me at concertzero.com.
I'm Brian Olea. Follow me at Real Mr. Mayhem on Instagram. And thank you, everybody that's been listening and understanding that we're trying to bring you what the real world of what it was like to be part of the mansion. A world that was created by a man that we highly respect and love
And
and
love.
miss
Truly.
dearly.
Yes.
We are Rogue Bunnies Mayhem. And
The mayhem continues.